What's going on, folks? We are back with a new episode of After the Whistle. Wednesday, September 10th. It's fall out. I mean, technically summer hasn't ended.
It feel like something fall out.
Yeah. I was out there at the Gardens. It was chilly, man.
Who won that?
Lou's team won it. They won it.
Yo, Lou, man. How come when I was on your team we couldn't win it, Lou? How come we couldn't win it when I was on your team? I'll tell you why. I ain't gonna share it with them, but I'll tell you why.
Yeah, that game was.
I'll share it with you guys after, but I ain't gonna do it to them.
That game was interesting, though. It was. It was funny. Yeah, but it was interesting.
I see Vic on the ground with the trophy.
Yeah.
He's hilarious.
It was
bro.
all going at it, but it was a good time. And starting up again in October. He's the indoor one.
You playing, T?
In October.
Yeah, Richie hit me.
I want to play.
Richie hit me to play with them.
No, I want to play for real. I'm dead.
I'm gonna be there probably for like the first couple weeks before basketball season starts.
You gonna play too?
Yeah, I played last year. Like the first 3-4 games, then basketball season started. So
I want to play.
Trying to make games, but no, it's fun. It's fun. Good time. You know, just to get out there and hoop is always a good thing. Speaking of hoops, right? My little cousin, he's 14 now, right? So he started playing basketball, and then his dad was telling me like he'd be dropping him off, to play with his friends and stuff, because he don't put him in like camps or whatever. He just has him go to drops him off at the park. Him and his friends play, right? So that's how he plays. So he was telling me. So one day, like, because he teaches, like he couldn't drop him off, so he had to take the bus, and he's like,
okay.
He lived in Boston, so he was kind of worried about him taking the bus. So he gave him all the safety advice. He's like, you see a group of kids, just sit at the front of the bus, and so he on the bus, and then he said one of the kids like shouted out his last name, and then he turned around. Because it was like a group of kids. It was the same day as the Dominican parade. So it was like a group of like 15, 20 kids. So, he sat at the front, and he's like one of them kids in that group like shouted his name. He turned around, and it was like they recognized him because my cousin was their teacher.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so
that's dope.
Yeah, so he was telling me like they took the picture with it and sent it to him, and they looked out for him.
Oh, that's fly.
Yeah, they looked out for him to get to his spot. And
that's
like his
dope.
bigger picture was. The bigger point he was making is like when you like teach in the community and live in the community,
they're gonna take care of you.
Things like that happen.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like one of his biggest issues with the school system is like there'd be teachers that
ain't from there.
Yeah.
Or don't even invest in the community.
Yeah, they won't even take time. And it's just like once they see the kids in the school, that's it. They'll never see them outside of school and stuff like that. But
don't get me started.
And to add on to that, I already told Mook, but I was sitting at the light on Boston Street with CVS's, in the little dispensary, and the kid drove. He like stopped, but he wasn't next to me, and he seen me and pulled up. Was like, "Yo, what up, Mr. B?"
Yeah, oh yeah.
So like, and this is a kid I had, years ago. Before I was dealing with the claim from the community.
Listen, I ain't been in Lynn public schools for like 4 or 5 years. I still see some of the kids yo, coach, what up? How you doing, man? Yo, saying,
And this is why I don't let no teachers who aren't invested in the community tell me anything. No principals tell me anything. Because I know when we're out and about, I just sit there, ran into the girl Mandy. I was sitting in traffic. She's like, Mr. B. I'm like, I looked to my left. She's like, I got a kid now. I'm making a family. I'm doing well. Good to see you. Like, you on the gram.
We definitely make an impact.
And that just means a lot because you don't realize the impact you make until they're adults and they remember you. And it's like, oh, damn, for real?
Nah, this is facts. I still,
That's why we do it.
Yeah.
I always see a lot of them too. Even when I leave here, I be seeing them, like some of them run up on me. I seen one run up on me with a moped, with one of them little bikes. He had the girl, him and his friend. I had him and the girl. I had them in class, but I told him, like, yo, you look like you about to do a robbery right now. Whatever it was, but he was a good kid though. Whatever it was, like, you look like you about to do a robbery. You got the shiesty on, you got all black.
That's why they love you, because you kept it 100 with them. Yo, you still kept it. Yo, you look like you about to go rob somebody. Yo, what are you doing, bro? But
all they was doing, and all they were doing was just riding around. That's it.
Them people from outside the town would have treated. They probably would have rolled right by him.
And can I add to that? For the teachers and anybody that works in the school system, works in the community where you're around kids, just don't go to sporting events. go to little things in the actual community so the
yeah.
kids actually show that you care. And you'll get more respect than the respect that you feel like you deserve. Because you don't deserve any, especially you don't give the kids respect.
Right.
So just give you some insight to help you. You wonder why kids like us so much, because we're one of the community. We're one of the
We're
people.
part of them. They could go outside, see us at the pizza shop, they see us at 7-Eleven, at the gym, or at the basketball courts.
Yeah.
Trust me, man. I see some of my students in Lawrence that go to school in Chelsea. That's how the community is connected. You see what I'm saying? It's a beautiful thing. I love it.
Yeah. And when you treat them fairly, they remember that too. They remember that too. Because
Mutual
if my
respect.
cousin was like a jerk teacher, probably would,
Mutual respect.
Right. But he's one of those teachers, like he's hard on the kids, but they kind of.
He was them.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, remember, we was once them, bro.
We was them.
In the same way people looked out for us, just pay it forward. That's how society grows.
Well, you know who isn't what they used to be anymore? The Pats.
Oh man.
Once we used to look forward to their games on Sundays, but now I don't know, man. I don't know. I was watching that game, man.
It's back to middle school years, man.
Back to- yeah.
Back to them Bledsoe days.
Right.
You said the Bledsoe days?
Yeah.
It ain't that bad.
Yo.
It's not that bad, fellas.
It's bad. It's bad, man. It's
So what-
bad. That
I'm
performance on Sunday, it just
I'ma
it
play
looked
advocate.
different. It ain't look no different from last year's team. I mean, had all this hype about you bringing in this coach, but it was no difference.
I think last year's team looked better on first game.
Yeah, because they won.
They won.
They won. Yeah. But like, my ongoing issue, logic beats trying to, do the extra stuff. Yeah, he might be a quality quarterback, but he got to get, his feet wet. He got to get more comfortable. You got to run the ball.
Oh yeah. And you got my man back there,
But you only ran the
rookie.
ball 18 times, though. It's not like you ran the ball 20, 25, you know what I mean?
Right.
You got to run the ball at least 20-plus times to help your quarterback out.
Yeah, definitely.
Something they ain't do nothing.
Can't get into the end zone.
I think that'll change. I think that'll change.
But remember, the biggest issue was they get to the doorstep, but the woman wouldn't invite them in. So they get to the red zone, they just
Yeah,
don't
they couldn't
score.
get it in. I know.
They got to the red zone.
I think they relied on May too much.
3 times, yeah. They got to the red zone 3 times, but yeah, they just look bad. Especially in that second half, they look bad.
I thought my man Henderson was the best thing that came out of that night. No?
I mean, Harold Landry was probably the best.
Oh,
thing
Landry
that
on defense, but I'm talking about on offense.
This is the best thing that came, but
I thought our defense was all right.
they were.
What, they scored 20 points?
They scored 20, but the offense ain't give them nothing.
That's what I mean.
They gave the offense chances. They got, they had multiple stops and stuff, like the forcing 3 and outs and stuff.
Yeah,
but,
like 5-6 sacks, right?
Yeah, but then Geno Smith started cooking them.
Was balling.
Yeah, he
was
looked like the old Geno. He
And when
looked
they
like
need-
that West Virginia Geno.
The one that killed was the 3rd and 20. You just can't give up a 3rd and 20 when you absolutely need to stop. That's the one that was the one that really hurt them. 3rd and 20, you would have got the ball back and a chance to tie the game up. But I don't know what the DB was thinking, because
They're young rookies. They got rid of all our guys.
Sorry to interrupt you. Gonzalez didn't play.
Yeah, Gonzalez didn't play. We got 2 rookies playing safety, right? We got rid of Duggar, and Duggar's still there, but he didn't play. And we got rid of my man Peppers. Huh?
He signed to the Steelers.
But even if we can't get to the end zone, we have to put points on the board.
Right.
There's no reason why we have quarters when you don't score at all.
Yeah.
That's unacceptable.
Ooh, good point, T.
And you gotta put together
Not even
some
3
sustainable
points.
drives.
You got to score.
That's a professional team.
Yeah.
They paid 11 guys over $1 million each, and y'all can't put up no points.
Right. Yeah.
If they offered us $500,000, I guarantee we're gonna put up something. Something. What?
But this team they look really bad. So they're off to Miami this weekend.
Thank God, Miami looked terrible.
Yeah, Miami. Ooh, my gosh, they let Daniel Jones look like an MVP out there.
Oh, yo, that
Don't
was.
get us started with that.
Miami looked like the worst team in the NFL, bro.
Yeah.
Who looked worse?
You're right.
Who looked worse?
I was I'm looking at these scores.
They look bad,
yeah,
bro.
They did look bad.
No, but not even just the score.
No, just
like,
overall. Yeah,
the eye test. I watched some of the game. I was just like, this is nasty. Like, I had to change the channel.
Them and the Giants would probably have the two worst.
Yeah, the Giants too. But the Giants look better on defense.
Yeah. Man, Sunday Night Football. Derrick Henry, he sold this game. That's pretty much it. Derrick Henry sold this game. He had himself a great game, and then he did the one thing you can't do late in the game with the lead. He fumbled the ball, and he's just too big and too strong to be fumbling.
He got
like
too
that.
comfortable.
He's just too big. He's too big to be fumbling like that.
Yeah.
For him to be like so good with the ball, it happens, man.
He got too comfortable. Dude never fumbles, bro.
Yeah, so it's like,
my man caught him off guard. He went for the
Picked
strip.
the absolute worst time to have that fumble. But their defense, 22 points in the fourth quarter.
That's what I was gonna say. That wasn't the game.
Yeah, like when they have team film, I'd only show the fourth quarter.
Give up 22
That's all I would show, bro.
22
That's
points.
unacceptable.
But it happened. It happened. We'll probably get to that later. But yeah.
But watching this game, the only thing that annoyed me about this game was, Chris Collinsworth. This dude, anything Josh Allen does, this dude was.
On his.
Oh my God.
What do they call it? Glazing?
Yeah. Oh my goodness. Josh Allen threw a short pass, and Chris Collinsworth, he's just like, oh my God, what a play by Josh Allen.
You know what I'm gonna say? The temperature of the world. And then the NFL having so many black quarterbacks, they're gonna try to promote them few that.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
noticed it too. I noticed it too.
The quality quarterbacks.
They gave him the MVP last year.
But we taking over the league, bro.
They were screaming MVP.
They gave him the MVP last year.
We taking over the league like legit.
Oh yeah,
it was like
only spot we don't want is the kicker. We don't want to be no punter, no kicker. But everything else we take. We
even take that too. We even got a couple of those guys.
We do got a couple, but
my man King.
He used to be
dirty.
There was like 16 black quarterbacks starting over the weekend, and I think it was there 32 teams in the
Oh, word?
Yeah.
Now, when I said back to the Bledsoe days, how many were starting back then?
1, 2.
Oh, Moon, Rocket.
Randall, if he was still there.
That's what I'm talking about. Yeah.
Carl McNair. Steve McNair. Rest his soul.
Steve McNair.
So like 4 or 5.
A few.
Yeah, there was a few. But this game.
But not 16. Ha ha.
You know, 16. But yeah, as you were saying, as Todd
That's
was
a beautiful thing too. I didn't know 16.
As Todd was saying, they're gonna watch this. The Ravens gonna watch this film and kick themselves in the foot because they did everything possible to win this game.
Oh yeah.
They rushed over 200 yards. Lamar, he had a perfect quarterback rating. They made the big plays, and then that fumble pretty much derailed it. And then the Bills did a good job of staying with it.
Yeah.
They got a little glimpse.
They got a couple calls too.
Yeah, they got a little glimpse of hope, and they took it, and they were able to come back and win.
A little bit of home cooking. A little bit of home cooking.
Of course, that always happens. But it was a really good game. Really, really good game. But
I'm just hating on the Bills because they.
I'm about to hate on them right now. But people need to slow down with them because they're a lot of people's favorite to go to the Super Bowl. I'm just like, if they can't stop the run, which they never can, they ain't going to the Super Bowl. And when is it going to be the year that people start treating Josh Allen the same way they treat Lamar Jackson when it comes to like the postseason
Super Bowls and all of that,
and getting to the Super Bowl and stuff? Because it seemed like he always gets a pass because he's had one good playoff game in his career. That was that game they almost beat the Chiefs. Like
He said almost.
Yeah, they almost beat the Chiefs. That's what people hold on to.
How you have a great game when you almost beat
You
someone.
almost win.
Yeah, exactly. But that's what people keep using to like uplift them. So I think we want to treat them the same way they treat Lamar Jackson as far as like the postseason and stuff like that. Because at this point in his career, we don't care what you do in the regular season. Get to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, it's all playoffs now.
Yeah, that's it.
With those type of guys. You know what I'm saying? Lamar.
I was about to say something, but I'm not.
Go ahead, what?
I was going to say, like, to be honest, we have to be great. They don't.
That's true. We all know that, but that's in life.
Yeah, that's what I mean. So, like, that's why, to be honest.
Mine on the football field.
Yeah, we got to be
Life.
great, and they can just be mediocre.
Yeah, and then when they are great, they nitpick that too.
Yep. We see that in Cleveland. Right now.
Hey, man, I told this guy Joe Flacco's 80. He's like, he's only 40. I'm like, in football years, he's 80, man.
Bro, I'm 39. See how many grades that man got? Like, he looks crazy. And I got a couple, but like, he looks like he's legit 60.
He looks like he should be offensive coordinator somewhere, right?
He did all right, though.
He did, but
he ain't do too bad.
it's early on. It's early in the season. The weather's still
I think
good.
the 4th game or something like that.
It's like when the weather's still good, once that temperature keeps down, you don't see.
It's gonna be time to throw in
don't
on
see
their
that
boy
age.
Gabriel. You know that's what they're gonna do.
Monday Night Football, the Vikings, fourth quarter against the Bears. This was another one. Yo,
That's what I was
don't know
gonna
if you watched- I don't know if you watched the Manning cast watching this game, but yo, Peyton Manning and Eli Manning, when you do something dumb as a quarterback, they can't hide their facial expression about it. Like McCarthy threw a pick 6, and you could just see the disgust in Peyton's face on that pick. But
Yo, I ain't even gonna lie to y'all, right? I going into the 4th quarter, I was like, all right, I'm gonna go to the store. I had to go grab, you know what I mean? I had to go grab something from the store, right? I get back, I'm thinking the game's gonna be over. I get back, when I left, it was 17-7.
it was like,
When I
was like
got-
17-3 or something like that, right?
No, when I left, 17-7. When I got back, it was 27-17 Minnesota. I said, oh my, what did I miss?
Yeah.
Yo, the game was still on.
Yeah.
I was like, what did I miss?
I mean, Chicago's very undisciplined, having 12 penalties for 127 yards. You basically gave them a touchdown. You basically allowed them to march down the field.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's just like certain things that they got to clean up.
And
Which,
then-
you know, first game of the season, they will have to.
And then, like, their offense in that fourth quarter kind of sputtered. Their defense, too, they gave up 21 points in that fourth quarter. And it just seemed like the Vikings, once they found their groove,
Yeah, it was hard
it
to
was
stop
like,
them.
they found, like, on both sides of the ball, too, because then their defense, after they got the touchdown to cut it to, like,
They
a
started
one-score
running
game,
the ball.
Yeah.
They started running the ball.
and then their defense started getting pressure on Caleb Williams and making the Bears offense struggle in that
That's
fourth
why
quarter.
I love what T says it all the time. T knows, bro.
Yeah.
Like, yo, running the football is not just about offense.
Right.
It's about the defense too. It's get the defense hype. The defense if you're running the ball, guess
Tires
what?
them out.
Your defense is resting.
Right.
But if you snap incomplete 3 of those, now your defense looking at you like, come on.
Yeah.
And remember, these guys are over 300, 400 pounds. Like, they need, you know what I mean, some time to rest.
Yeah,
So
you
give them
gotta
a chance.
run the
And
football, bro.
you got to help your young quarterbacks out. They're not that experienced to be throwing the ball 30, 40 times. So you pay the guys that
Right.
you can get the ball, you know what I mean, down the field for you.
Right, J.J. McCarthy, missed
Right.
all the last season with the injury. First year starting this year, I'm still iffy about him, but that fourth quarter, he played exceptionally
Yeah, he
well.
looked good. McCarthy
in
looked
that fourth,
good,
yeah.
confident, everything. I was like, oh,
He's a Wolverine.
that's true. Nah, but there's something about them Wolverines, bro. I ain't even gonna lie to you.
Yeah. And the Bears, they got to figure out how to, fourth quarter, how to close the games. They got to figure it out, especially with their quarterback, the young quarterback. They got to figure out how to put him in position.
Yeah.
And he also got to make the right plays to get them. Because I think there was one he scrambled and he could have just, I don't know what he was thinking, but he was scrambling and he just launched the ball.
Yeah.
It was like, live to fight another down. Sometimes you just got
That young stuff. Like, he has flashes because he did some of those things in that game. Like, I was like, damn. Like, I didn't even know he was like that. Like, he ran one of the DBs over.
Okay.
Yeah.
I said, yo, he's like that, bro. Like, he didn't try to slide. He ran him over. Boom. And then dude dropped and he looked at him out.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, he was doing a good job getting out the pocket and all that, but yeah, they just gotta. I know it's a new head coach and stuff, but they gotta put him. They gotta let him know, like, hey man, sometimes you ain't gotta try to be Superman and try to do the crazy heroics and stuff like that.
I feel like that's a problem with athletic quarterbacks.
Yeah.
Because they always feel they can save the day.
Too macho.
Yeah.
Rather than just go out of bounds, bro.
Too macho.
And you know
yeah.
why too? Because they're so used to that from high school and
Nah,
college
but
and
yo,
stuff like that.
I'm telling you, my son was young. He used to play quarterback. I swear to everything I love, right? He used to always run, and then he would run and take the contact. And I was like, yo, Steph, just run out of bounds, bro. Like, you can, like, why are you taking the unnecessary punishment? See the sticks? When you run, go right there and get out.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? He's like, Dad, no, I can't. And now he's playing wide receiver.
Yeah.
He had to leave because he just, you know what I'm saying?
He liked the
He
contact.
likes it.
Like,
Yeah, some people just like that stuff, bro.
Yeah.
And, you know,
Yeah, because you ain't gonna last as a quarterback doing all that.
nah, exactly.
Running people over.
Especially it's all about being strategic too. You know what I mean? Like, you might get sacked. Now you're putting your team a couple yards back rather than just keeping your position, keeping your spot.
Yeah. Yeah.
Who do you think is the best at preserving that? You get what I'm saying? Like, not getting hit, not taking the sack,
Brady.
Like, in the game right now.
I was gonna say Peyton and Brady.
Yeah, I was gonna.
yeah.
We know that. I'm talking about right now in the game.
Right now, Lamar Jackson actually, he's kind of good at that. He's gotten way better at that. He don't take as many, like early on, like his first 2 years, he used to drop, but now he slides, he goes out of bounds now. He does a good job now. Lamar Jackson, he does a good job.
think?
Aaron Rodgers used to be
Right, Aaron used to be good at it.
does.
My man from the Rams.
Stafford.
Stafford. He's good at that.
Yeah.
Just, throwing the ball at your foot and not taking too many
Because
shots.
he's not that athletic.
Right.
You know what I mean? So he understands that now sometimes you got to live the fight day.
Yeah, as a quarterback, you just, hey man, it's not there. We got second and third down. We can try to get
Who do you think the most bonehead quarterback is right now running the ball? Kyler Murray?
Nah, he's gotten better. Yeah.
I got
The Buffalo and Josh Allen.
I was gonna say yeah.
Josh Allen.
We're trying our hardest not to say him, but yeah, it's gonna go all the way back to him.
You think Josh?
Yeah, Josh, because he's so big.
Yeah.
So he's so big. So he's always gonna. There's gonna be sometimes he's just always gonna dip his shoulder and try to get that little extra. But
Yeah, and somebody gonna lay him out one
yeah,
day.
that's, even him, you gotta understand that. You wouldn't have to say you gotta just slide or go out of bounds. Speaking of Aaron Rodgers, his debut with the Steelers was a lot better than his debut with the Jets.
What a game!
Because he actually
was.
finished the game this time.
What a game!
And
Shout out to the Steelers.
that was a good game.
Mike
really
Tomlin.
good game. Shout out Jalen Ramsey. That hit. That pretty much
Oh
sealed
my,
the game. Yeah, 'cause
that was beautiful.
good. I mean, I think Fields, he could have had a chance to run it, but I think he saw those two
Yeah,
guys
those
coming
two
at him.
linemen,
Yeah, but he
yeah.
made the right play. That's just
Great,
textbook.
better defense.
Textbook.
Yeah.
That was just textbook.
Yo,
If they want to show people how to hit
and-
and not get a flag
Oh,
for
my
like
goodness.
unnecessary roughness, that was
Everything
textbook right there. But overall, good game. It's been a while since the Steelers had a little bit of joy.
it was a hell of a game.
Yeah.
I thought they ran the ball well. I thought they threw the ball well. I thought they played pretty good defense. They didn't fold. It was a high-scoring game, but expected for two good teams like that, because the Jets are good too. Don't get it twisted.
Aaron Glenn is a first-year head coach
Oh,
with the
yeah,
Jets.
cool.
So
Look.
The only thing I would say, granted they played great. I would just say they got to do a better job at continuing the drives. You know what I mean?
Steelers?
Yeah,
Or Jets? Okay.
Now for you to be 4-10 on third down,
Yeah,
that's the
yeah.
only thing they got to work on. But everything else, they were pretty good at. And the only thing with the Jets is, if you would have went 100% in the red zone, you would have won.
yeah.
Yo, they look good too.
That was like
My man Fields, man. Fields
It was like for
looked tough.
both teams, it was balanced. I mean, I'm looking at it.
Yeah.
Both teams were very
Yeah,
balanced.
that's why I said it was a really good game, bro. Like, I watched that game. That game I watched. I was like, oh, yeah, man, these dudes are going at it.
I just like how they can let Justin Fields beat him and
Yep.
not restrict him.
Yep.
You know,
But
he
look
was
who his
able-
coach is.
Yeah, Aaron Glenn.
Come on.
Yeah, because I feel like he's
Do you
kind
see
of.
what I'm saying? He ain't going to try to restrict him in any kind of way. He's going to push him.
Yeah, you got to see what he can do. You got to
Yep.
see all his tools. You got to see
Everything.
how
Do what you do, bro.
Exactly.
Go out there and do what you do. He ain't gonna nah. He ain't gonna be like, nah, we don't want that. He gonna be like, man, go do what you do.
Right.
And he's a defensive minded guy.
Right. Yeah, so hopefully the Jets defense will
This
play
is my
better.
quarterback. Let him do what he does. I'm gonna be worrying about this over here.
Yeah. So,
Facts.
overall, this was definitely a really, really good game by both teams. So, one of the best games of week one.
That showed me that we're in trouble.
Pats? I mean,
We've been in trouble.
Nah, but I just honestly, you're right. I ain't even gonna hold you. I had like a hope, like we was gonna do okay. You know what I'm saying? Like,
oh, man.
now we might only win 4 games like we
Listen,
did last
man,
year, bro.
I was doing radio on Sunday and we had to make predictions. I said it was going to win 9 or 10 games. I might have to walk that
Yeah,
back. man.
you are gonna have to walk that back. Because everybody, well, I think on the last show I told y'all I wasn't sure the Patriots was gonna even beat the Raiders.
Yeah.
I think I said that.
Well,
So I didn't count that as one of the wins. I know they better beat Miami.
Yeah, they better. That's one team we're not supposed to lose to ever.
And Miami always got our number, especially in Miami.
Yeah, there's too many things to do in Miami before the game, the night before the game.
I'm saying,
Way
they
too
better
many-
chill out, bro.
Way too many things to do.
Be snitching. I might, you know what I mean? Go down to Miami, catch one of them dudes out. Yo, what you doing, bro? What are you doing?
Take a picture and send it to the coach.
Yo, Vrabel. And Vrabel ain't no joke, I heard. I heard he's no joke.
Oh man.
He knows what it takes.
Yeah. The season kicked off Thursday with the Eagles and the Cowboys. That game got delayed because of weather, lightning, and
That was another decent game.
Weather delay. The post Micah Parsons error for the Cowboys defense, and if I'm the Eagles skill players, I would be very annoyed that each time we get to the red zone, especially the running back, that we gotta let the quarterback run it in. Like, bruh.
You didn't see the frustration? I seen it.
I would be so annoyed. Like, man, give me the ball and let me get my touchdown.
You didn't see who got mad at him one time? Y'all ain't peeped
One of
that?
the receivers?
In the red zone?
Was it Brown?
AJ.
There's always the receivers.
AJ.
There it is, though.
He started running. AJ didn't even block for him. He didn't block for him. Yo, watch it. I'm trying to tell you.
I'll check it.
Yo, he watched the dude go by him, bro, because he was open right across the middle. He could, you know what I'm saying? Yo, he watched the dude. He didn't even block. Yo, he just his shoulders dropped. You can see, we're athletes. You know what it is, bro.
Yeah, catch too.
He only had one. It was for a touchdown, wasn't it?
Nah.
That's crazy, though.
Yeah, you only have one.
He should be on the Patriots.
I mean, it's only week one.
No, stop.
I mean,
It's like,
we could use him at the pass. I'm just saying, but it's only week one, though.
I'm saying last year, though, he wasn't even getting that.
last year was almost like the same thing.
That's what I'm saying. So now I'm thinking, okay, my man Hurts is gonna come and let everybody know this is my guy.
Right. Last year, had a lot of
He
7 touchdowns last year.
He threw the what's his name more?
So he only had 7 touchdowns last year?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
AJ.
That's nuts. Only 7.
AJ.
Are they cool? Because when I hear they speak highly of each other, so I don't understand.
AJ's a professional.
Yeah, you're right.
And Jalen Hurts, their quarterbacks, they never talk bad about anybody.
Yeah.
So yeah, but my boy, I got somebody that's close to somebody in Philly. No crap, bro. AJ wanted out of there since last year, bro.
Oh, that's true. I heard about that.
Yeah, he wanted out of there, bro.
And as a quarterback, you wanna make everybody feel good. That's your job. Granted, your job is to win the game, but your job is also to feed your players.
Especially the receivers, because their success is so dependent on. Well, it's dependent on the quarterback. So.
But they run the ball so good. They got Saquon Barkley, so it's just like,
They do, but it's like those times when we are passing the ball.
Give it to your main guys, like.
Right, he's running. Hurts is running that.
Yeah.
If it ain't there right away, it's his next thought is, all right, let's boogie.
CD Lamb. You gotta make these.
That was an ill drop.
He had a few drops in this game. But that last one though.
That last one cost.
That one, and I saw somewhere that since he got in the league, he's
the most drops. Yeah, the last 6 years or something like that.
Since he's entered the league, so you can't, especially for a guy that like a year or two ago he was, he wanted an extension, he wanted more money. I was like, hey, bro.
He got it, right?
Yeah, he got it. And it's just like, hey, bro. We paid you for these moments to make these plays. Like you gotta make that catch.
My man Parsons is back there cracking up. We're gonna get to him too, right?
They had a chance. If he caught that, they could have had a chance to steal the game, but.
Stephen A. I can imagine. I know he was just like, see, I told you.
That's karma.
No, but he always says it's a mistake waiting to happen with that team. Yeah. And that's exactly what happened again.
Yeah, that is what happened. And, they didn't look, it was an impressive game. They looked all right, but.
They looked awful in the second half. Couldn't score.
And that's when I started watching.
I came by.
Yeah. That's what we said.
I think Dak, he was hyped that first half, and then back to reality, like you said.
That's usually how it goes. He didn't even have a good game.
That's what I said. He was hyped the first quarter. He looked good, bro. The old Dak. He was young, dapping dudes up before the game. His energy was there.
Yeah.
He ran the ball first quarter. Had a nice little game. All that shit went to the end, bro.
That's funny. All right, last one. Speaking of Micah Parsons, the Packers, they look good.
Yeah, they do.
And
Yeah, they do.
I was watching something, and there are folks. There's a good amount of people that got them going all the way to the Super Bowl this year.
Why
and they got
not?
Jordan Love in the MVP conversation this year. This
They're
might
loaded.
be the year. Yeah,
They're loaded.
They are loaded. Their defense is tough too. Their defense is really good.
Real good, bro. And then you add Parsons to that group.
Yeah.
He only played a couple plays. He didn't even play that much.
Yeah, he didn't start.
He didn't know. They would throw him in a third down situation. He got to rush the quarterback.
Yeah.
Wait till he. Oh my.
He's fully
goodness,
acclimated
man.
and stuff like that.
Yo, how many receivers do they got too? Like I could.
The Packers, right?
What's his name? Dubois. They got Wicks. They got Reed. They got the rookie Golden. They got.
And then Josh Jacobs running the ball.
Jacobs running the back, and then they got the tight end group, and
They're doing what their franchise and most franchises fail to do for the young quarterbacks. Help him.
Yeah.
and I don't see. And I'm gonna piggyback off you. Know what's understated about that team? Matt LaFleur.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Good play
Their coach,
caller.
bro.
And I've said this a couple times already this game. Another team with a well-balanced attack.
Because if you notice too,
25 and 22.
each year they added people for him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
a couple
they did it
pieces
the right
each year.
way, bro.
Yeah.
They went and got Golden.
Right.
I'll be honest, I might turn to a Green Bay fan again because, I only root for Pats, Raiders.
Winners.
Yeah, in Green Bay.
Winners.
And since, I heard about that 5 stuff, I kind of fell back from Lambeau Stadium.
Oh yeah.
But
I used to love Favre. That was my favorite.
Might be a cheesehead again.
Yo, until that,
He used to be like John Madden. John Madden loved Favre.
Yeah.
Yo, I used to love Favre
That's my
too,
favorite
bro.
player.
I used to love Favre, man.
You love
Oh, I used to have his jersey,
Bro,
everything. I was in high
had
school.
the reversible joint, the
Me
black
too, the
one.
black and
Yeah,
green.
yeah, you
Come
know,
on, bro. I
yeah.
got it too. Come on. Yo, Favre was my guy, bro.
The Packers. Yeah, you talking about the Packers receivers? Yeah, well-balanced attack. The most receptions was 3.
Yo,
3 was the most receptions.
And if you can win like that, make everybody happy, granted, there's going to be some guys get 4 or 5.
You know
Right.
what they do, T? Like you said, they can run that ball with
Yeah.
Jacobs down your neck. Take it. And then next thing you know, play action, and then they got these speedy receivers and guys that can catch the ball. Yo, I can see why people got them winning it.
And Jordan Love, he's pretty smart with the football. So.
And too, he's never really talked about. He's always kind of in the middle of the pack.
Yeah.
So that's good for him. So he can kind of stay, in the middle of the pack and just.
So when he does shine,
Yep.
they need to give him his MVP and not no punk from Buffalo.
The sympathy
Franchise.
MVP.
Yeah, that's
Sympathy
crazy,
MVP.
bro.
Bruh. I'm still tripping. How do you not lead the league in nothing and get the MVP?
Because you can be mediocre, and we got to be great.
Oh my gosh. For the Lions, I think the Lions will be all right. They're adjusting new offensive coordinator. I think there's some pieces that they had to change, but specifically the new offensive coordinator. Their offensive coordinator is the coach for the Bears now, so you got to adjust to that. But I think the Lions will be. I think they'll be fine down the stretch, but because they have that recipe too. They got those running backs and they got the playmakers.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. And they got a good defense.
I just want to see how they're going to do in the red zone since this first game was not a good, I want to say, sample size.
Did they even make it?
Yeah, one for 4.
Oh,
So hopefully they can get back in the swing of things.
yeah, and then Aiden Hutchinson too. He's coming back from injury and stuff like that. So as the season goes on, he gets stronger, and you probably see their defense get better.
Yeah, I like Detroit.
Because last year,
I ain't gonna fall off from right
Yeah,
now.
they won't.
Not yet.
Yeah, not yet.
Because last year, what hurt them was the injuries.
Yeah.
They were falling. By the time the playoffs came about, they was trying to keep things together with duct tape and stuff like
Yeah,
that.
he
so.
was. Campbell though, good coach too.
Yeah,
I like him.
They have a good foundation. So I mean, next time these two teams play again, it should be a good one.
What
It'll
month?
be in Detroit. Let me look at that right now.
Because I know that's going to be a very important game. Watch.
January.
Probably December, January, right?
I was just
That's what
guessing.
it is.
Yeah, you're probably right.
It's looking like. Why don't I see it? Later down the season. That's all right.
See? That's going to be something. And it's going to be in Detroit. No.
It'll be in Detroit.
Yeah, Detroit.
It'll
Yeah.
be in Detroit.
Oh,
They play Thanksgiving.
Oh.
November.
Oh. Okay.
Good little Thanksgiving game.
Yeah.
It's kind of late.
All right, let's go. All right, we got.
That's a good game. That's going to be a good game on Thanksgiving.
Yeah. We got Athletes Corner. We got the guys from Central Catholic, Caden Chase and Manny Lizardo. They lost their season opener out in New York, 23-20, to a team in White Plains. So yeah, there's a few mass teams that had out-of-state games. So they're back on the field Friday at BC High. Talk to them before the season. Check this out. Then we gotta come back and we gotta talk about the big fight this weekend, folks.
The biggest fight.
Hello, welcome to another edition of Athletes Corner. And today we are joined by two special guests. We got Caden and Manny. What is going on? They took the drive after practice to be here. Appreciate you guys.
Thank you for having us. Thank you for having us.
Oh man, it's a big season coming up for you guys, right?
Big year.
How excited are you guys for the season?
Very exciting because, obviously, being seniors, it's kind of, that last ride, that last journey, last dance, whatever you want to call it. But, throughout all the off-season workouts, camps, all that stuff, just, finally being able to play, I like to say real football, none of that two-hand touch stuff, it's very exciting, you know what I mean? So we're very excited.
Manny, how about you, man?
We got something to prove this season,
Right.
Last season we got cut short by Needham in the playoffs, but I feel like as a team we matured. We got something to prove this season.
And you guys being seniors, going through these last couple years, there's always there's a level of success and there's a level of expectation playing for the program, right? How have you guys just been able to just keep that going? Because last year, a lot of young guys in certain spots, quarterback, you had a young player, right? The most important part of the offense, but he showed a lot of growth throughout the year. But how were you guys still able to have that success last season too, with so many young guys playing?
Yeah, I think it starts off with our coaching staff, being around, forever. Obviously, no more Coach A, but having Coach Sexton, who's been the offensive coordinator for a while. He's Central Catholic. If you come here and you want to play right away, that's not always the case. But we've always been one of the best teams when it comes to developing our guys. And me and Manny, we played on the freshman team. We weren't one of those kids pulled up to varsity or JV. We played freshman year, and then sophomore year we had minimal playing time on varsity. Had some JV time, and then junior year was that first full year we had that opportunity to start, and then having this year too. So it's all about that development and being patient, waiting for your time to come, because everyone's journey is different.
Yeah.
People play right away earlier, people have late bloomers, but I think me and Manny, for our case, it happened at the right time. So we're fortunate to happen. But yeah, it's got to be our coaching staff.
Yeah, for both of you too, how was that too? Like how were you guys able to learn too from those upperclassmen, going through you guys going through the ranks, as you said, freshman, JV, varsity mixture, right? And you're getting to see those older guys and how they carry themselves, and how they lead practice, and how they work during the off season and in the classroom and all that. So how are you guys able to absorb that and kind of take that in when as you said, you guys' turn is now?
Yep.
Yeah, I would say that no matter who you are, whether you get the most reps on varsity, whether you just don't get any reps at all, you're still held to the same expectation, So I'm saying in the classroom, you're not just going to be joking around with your friends and stuff. You're there to study. You're there to be respectful as a man. You are,
Mm-hmm.
But then when it comes to the team stuff, even the same technique, you're still held to that same expectation. I would say that helped me grow. And I would say that even the people that have come before me and ahead of me that have led me is, it's more just they don't treat you any different than anyone else, It's
Right.
more like a family. And even those rides to pasta parties, before games, seniors drove me all the time,
Mm-hmm.
And I want to keep that same tradition going,
How about you, Caden?
Yeah, I would always say, for my position, running back and outside linebacker, the guys that have always, been ahead of me have always been very supportive.
Right.
They're, being thrown into that, situation when, it's your first game starting on varsity, my sophomore year, the guys that were around me at that time, they were very, supportive, whether, they allowed me to, ask questions without, being younger. Obviously, sometimes it can feel, you can be nervous or, anxious when it comes to, your assignments, your techniques, what hole to hit, when to make a cut. So, having those guys around me, they always helped me. They made me feel relaxed. They made me feel patient. So I would say the guys that were ahead of me were just very supportive in that situation.
Right, and you guys, and as for you guys going through the ranks, you're seeing the progress of yourselves and your play, right? What were like those improvements that you saw from freshman year to sophomore year and then to junior year? What were some of the improvements that you both saw in your game, and kind of the evaluations that your coaches gave you guys at the end of each season on how they thought you guys performed?
Yeah, so for me, coming in as a freshman, I was only, my height was around the same, but, I was only 160 pounds. Like, I came in as a skinnier kid, never really thought that I needed to hit the weight room, just not being mature at the time. So I would say my improvements were definitely my size, putting on more strength and, more muscle. Even right now, I'm around 215 right now. Last year I played at like around 195,
right.
But that strength and muscle, obviously is a little fat, but that weight getting put on is, good weight where it's helping me elevate my performance. So, and I would also say my mindset too. I mean, I've always had a good mindset because of wrestling, but freshman year I came in, I was nervous. I didn't know what to expect.
Right,
and then once I started doing good on the freshman team because it's freshman football. That mindset. I was starting to feel way more comfortable and way more confident. But then, my sophomore year, I would just always beat myself up because being that freshman star, I thought I was going to come in, be a first team all conference player right away, which obviously was delusions at the time, but. Yeah, I would just say like that mindset of, really like understanding like, hey, I'm the guy, I can do what I want, I'm better than I've been, I'm the strongest, fastest I've been, So I would say, yeah, that mindset and definitely, putting on all that good weight.
Right. I say for me is the work ethic, Came up freshman year lazy, inconsistent. But then I realized like to get the things you want, it's not just going to come to you. You got to work for that.
Right.
You got to put the time, you got to put the blood and sweat and tears into that. And there were many nights where I've doubted myself, where like, am I good enough? But at the end of the day, you work, and then you keep seeing those little milestones of progress, and you're like, yeah, that's for me, like I can do this, and that's what really pushed me to where I'm at right now.
How important was that to get those reps on the freshman team, just to get the reps in general on freshmen, just being able to play, because you're not going to play varsity, obviously, but just being able to play and understand and learn, and so you could, as you climb the ladder.
Yeah, to start off, so like our freshman team, we run, the similar formation schemes, stuff like that as the varsity. So, you have that. Once you play freshman football, once you go to your sophomore year playing JV or varsity, you already have an understanding of the playbook. So that's one thing. And then, I would say the other thing is just getting on the field and getting more experience. It would be cool to, be varsity as a freshman, but if you're not getting any playing time and you're just, you can say that you're varsity on freshman, I don't really think that helps you. Mm-hmm. So I think, actually be able to play, football, obviously, freshman's a totally different speed. It's a totally different game than a varsity field. But, just getting like that understanding and, still even just being able to make your cuts, block, get like tackle, work on your technique, I would say has helped a lot.
I would say getting reps is important because like, you come in new school, new friends, like me personally, I left my friends from my old school. Right. So I was like, dang, football's the only thing I got left to me. Like, I need these reps. And, that wasn't true at the time, but then later I realized that, like, whether I'm getting reps or not, I'm still a human being, It's not just about football. But then getting those reps and working towards it and getting more on the field, you feel good about yourself and you're like, dang, this can go somewhere.
Right. Did those reps also help you guys in the leadership aspect? Did you get leadership growth just started from there, and then each year you guys just improved on that?
Yeah, definitely. I would say, when we came in as freshmen on the freshman team, we were, the leaders of the team, you could say. Obviously there's no freshman captains, but we were, the leaders of the team. So, growing that bond with, because when you play freshman football, like he said, I left my friends at my old school too. So you come in and, the first practice you might not know anyone or the first lift, but by the time, the first day of school comes, you have a whole lunch table, you have all your friends to sit with, so just playing through that has helped so much.
Yeah, definitely. Take it back a little bit before we get into all the other stuff. But when did you guys start when did the love of the game start for you guys? You go that first.
I'd say it started in sixth grade. I was a chunky guy. I was 260 around there in sixth grade. Yeah, and I was introduced into like football from a coach that I was working out with. And I was like, oh, flag football? He's like, nah, tackle football. You got size for that, And so it was more the first week I've done it. It was like, dang, like it's hard to move, cleats burning, like feet moving, the sun's blazing eyes. And then I always realized like when the pads come on, like I always love the bond you get with it. Whether you're suffering, having fun with someone at the same time, you still build a stronger bond with them.
Right.
And I feel like that's where I still got most of my friends from Pop Warner days here. Now, there are other stuff, but I still communicate every now and then. But I really fell in love with the fact that you can actually get a bond with someone,
Right.
and while working it through it, you know.
Right. Yeah, and then for me, I started early, so I started in first grade. I played for Methuen Pop Warner. So Methuen has been, they've always been a good Methuen. Obviously, their high school has been good too, but that Pop Warner team and that that organization has always been very good. Right. But yeah, I started in first grade because I may not be I'm the biggest guy right now compared to all these big linemen, but at that time I was a big boy, so I was a center. I was playing everything on the line, and at first when my parents first tried to get me to do sports, I would they would put me in soccer. I didn't like that. Baseball, I didn't like that. Right. So they put me in football, and at first I was scared. I didn't want to hit people, but once I realized hey, I'm a big boy, and I started hitting people, I fell in love with the sport. So, playing at that young age and, still, playing it, right now as a senior, that love for the game has only been growing, which I'm grateful to have, because I know a lot of kids, as you, once again, like your 6th year, your 7th year of, playing football, sometimes the love of the game goes away because, it might feel like a job now to you because you're just used to the same thing every year. But, I'm fortunate.
Before we get into the boxing, just some quick NBA thing. The Hall of Fame ceremony was over the weekend. Maya Moore got inducted. She had the coolest picture with all 12 of her titles.
Yeah.
The Redeem team, they got inducted.
Redeem team?
The 2008 team. I don't know.
Since when do Olympic teams get inducted into the Hall of Fame? I see Michael Redd with a jersey on. I know Michael Redd was nice, the All-Star, but I don't think he was Hall of Fame caliber. Not knocking his career or anything, but
He must have been on one of those
he
teams.
was on the Redeem team. I just didn't know that they honor the whole team.
Yeah.
But the Dream Team was Hall of Famers anyways.
Yes,
So
right.
it's
They
kind of
was
like
already
you
Hall
didn't
of
even
Fame.
have to
they didn't have
bring
to.
in the whole team, but it's just weird.
And I'm just
Did they have a really good run, the Redeem team?
Yeah, they won it.
Yeah, they
No,
won it.
like did they lose anything?
No.
That's why they didn't.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's just, but it's, remember, people talk about the NBA Hall of Fame like it's something like they just let anybody in nowadays. That's how they talk about it.
Yeah.
In regards to
But it's
Tell me who,
but
though.
it's the Basketball Hall of Fame, so it's
Right,
not
it's
even-
basketball's not NBA.
so
I know,
that's
I
what
know
people
that,
don't
but
understand
people say,
Yeah.
that's what I mean, like, so.
Like my boy Marcus Houtman, he's from New Bedford. He's in the Basketball Hall of Fame.
Yep.
He played basketball in Africa and did some,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying, over there.
Yep.
So he's in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah,
That's
it's
my
like
dog.
what you do
right?
for the sport is what you do. I mean,
Yeah.
the guy he knows, Jeff Twist, the
Yeah.
Celtics PR guy, he actually was inducted in the Hall of
See?
Fame this
Yeah,
week.
that's my guy,
This
Papa Twist,
weekend.
man.
Yeah,
Waiting for my induction.
I saw a little bit of his speech on Twitter and stuff like that.
Yeah, came and hit me back, man. I'm sending you another voice message, bro. I just told him,
Well, he's probably mad about that. You're not the coolest one.
oh yeah, because his sister since it's cooler than you. But I've known him since we played AAU together at 12.
Okay.
He went to Fenton with the St. Mary's. I went prep. He was player of the year when I was in prep school in that conference.
Okay.
And then when I came back with the Endicott, he actually went to Endicott.
Oh, nice. So y'all
I ran to Mr. Twist,
reconnected.
and I'm like, what are you doing? He goes, Cam's come in here. And I go, we end up being roommates my senior year.
That's dope.
Yeah, that's my guy. Always been tight. That's bro right there. So shout out to Killer.
Definitely.
Killer Cam.
So
Carmelo was inducted. Dwight Howard was inducted in Hall of Fame.
oh yeah, Melo. I can see that.
Melo and Dwight.
Yeah, Dwight deserves it.
Dwight was something different.
Oh yeah, Dwight deserves it.
Yeah. Was he 4-time
Orlando
defensive player of the
Dwight.
year?
Orlando Dwight.
Orlando Dwight, 4-time defensive player of the year. What was he? 2-time dunk champ.
Yo, Orlando Dwight could have did
Him
some
and-
things with
I
Shaq,
think-
bro.
I think him and
I
Mutombo
didn't
were
even
the
hold him.
only. Him and Mutombo like the only ones to win defensive player of the year 4 times.
Yeah. He
he
could have dealt
was.
with Shaq. I really think
Yeah,
so.
now Orlando Shaq. And the thing about that, I'm saying Orlando Shaq, Orlando Dwight, the team they put around him, that was.
Remember?
Yeah,
Oh,
they had
it
all them
was
shooters
nice.
around him.
Rashad
Yeah,
Lewis. yo.
they surrounded him with all them shooters, so,
Couldn't get past my boy though.
In real life, they were good. 2K, not so much.
They couldn't get past my boy though. Kobe.
yeah, that was the veteran.
Kobe was dirty, and that series.
I mean, they had a chance in that series if Courtney Lee would make a layup.
I know that's true. That's true.
Yeah, it's a tough one.
That was a good series though. To be honest, I actually wanted to see Orlando win that one because I think they just finished beating the Celtics.
Yeah.
So I was like, yeah. I was like, you know what? Get them out of there.
Last NBA news: Josh Giddey signed a $100 million deal, 4-year, $100 million deal with the Bulls. He's gonna stay with the Bulls.
Oh, he gonna stay?
Yeah.
That was smart. I was like, why didn't?
That was cool, despite some of the stuff that, it turned out it wasn't, what it was. So, thank goodness everybody the same people let it all play out and found out he did nothing wrong, and so. But he was in some hot water. But
I know with the girl.
Yeah.
He was in a jacuzzi. Yeah, hot water. That's a jacuzzi.
That's a good one too. Yeah. Literally, right?
Literally.
Shout out to him.
Oh man, Josh. I thought the Celtics were gonna sign him.
Man.
I did.
I'm just glad that panned out because I didn't know that when I was talking trash last night. So I'm glad that panned out for me, bro. But yo, get a jump shot, bro. You're like 6'6" and can't shoot. That's a problem.
He got some game though.
He does. He
Yeah,
just
man
can't
play.
shoot.
Yeah, he can't.
But he's too tall to not be able to shoot.
Yeah, that's true.
Like, come on, brother. Like,
He's too white to not be able to shoot.
you ain't lying, bro. Like,
You're right.
You're right, bro.
You're right.
And he's from Australia, so like usually you guys are more skilled, and you got to work on the other stuff, the flash and stuff.
Nah, none of them can shoot over there. Ben Simmons.
Oh, yeah, you're right. My bad. I'm just thinking about European.
Yeah,
Let me
that's
disregard
that's down
Australia.
under.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, you're right.
None of them can shoot over there.
Yo, wow.
No. He said, he's in a jacuzzi.
He's a 33%
That my hot water.
career 3-point shooter. 33%.
That's solid.
That's not bad.
That's not bad. That's not
not
bad.
bad.
That's not bad.
For how many years?
But it's
4, 5?
He's been in the league 4 years.
But he don't shoot a lot of them.
He don't shoot a lot.
So that's
the thing.
He
that's
takes
tricky.
He takes 4.
4 a game?
So one a
Makes
quarter.
one. Yeah. Takes 4.
He makes 1 3 a game.
1
Yeah.
point something.
1.5.
man.
Last year, 37% last year.
Bro, let's stop saying percentages, bro. You only shoot 4.
said,
Like,
he's
come on,
only
bro.
Right, I said,
You
yeah, he only
only shoot 4.
shoots-
They're gonna be saying he's better than Steph. Like, cut it out. Like,
Oh,
talk
man.
percentages. Like,
Congrats, Josh.
I don't care
Yeah, get your money.
I don't care if he shot 90%. He'll never be a better shooter than Steph.
but you know how people with the you know what I mean,
Like,
percentages and
I say
stats. I'm
go
like,
sit
please,
down.
it's not even the same.
I
Bro.
say go sit
the
down.
volume. The volume isn't nowhere close,
volume,
bro.
The type of shots,
Yeah.
the distance, all kind.
All right, folks. For this weekend, we got the big fight: Canelo and Terrence Crawford going at it. And I heard the undercard there's a really good undercard in this one too.
Yeah.
So,
To be honest, I ain't losing sleep over the undercard.
Touche.
I'm losing sleep over this fight right here, these two monsters. Because, and honestly, I've been going back and forth, man. Like, I don't know. I still don't know. I'm going for Crawford. I'm going for Terrence because I bet black all the time.
Right.
Always. So I'm going to go for Terrence. Plus, Terrence is one of my favorite fighters. But Canelo is not a pushover. Canelo is a Hall of Fame fighter. He weighs more than Terrence Crawford. I could say he hits harder than Terrence Crawford. He has more experience than Terrence Crawford. He's been in the ring with guys like Mayweather. He's been in the guys, Bivol, Amir Khan, guys that Crawford already fought. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's just been in there with everybody, and he never looked bad, except the last robbery that we called it the robbery of boxing. You know what I'm saying? Because Skull could have beat him, but they didn't want to ruin the whole Terrence Crawford thing, whatever. But now Canelo's hungry. Like, before those other fights, he couldn't get up for those fights. Now he's up because he know he can't lose to somebody coming up 2 divisions to beat him, bro. Whether it's Terrence Crawford or a scrub or to Jermell Charlo.
Yeah.
He got up for Charlo too. He was just as confident with Charlo as he is with Terrence Crawford, I say. But Charlo is no Terrence Crawford.
Not at all.
Okay.
Not at all.
Terrence is gonna come to win. Every other guy that gets in the ring with him, they lose before they get in the ring with him. It's kind of like with Mike Tyson.
He's in there for the payday.
Okay? Mike Tyson used to beat dudes before they even got in the ring. Same thing with Canelo. Before dudes even get in the ring with Canelo, Canelo already got him. Not Crawford, bro. Crawford's just a dog, bro. He don't give. He win or lose. He knows what he's getting into.
Right.
And it's free. It's free, people. Nobody got to pay for this fight. It's on Netflix. Look, it's on Netflix. Tune in. Even if you're not a huge boxing fan, if you tune into this fight, I guarantee you're gonna turn into a boxing fan. Because this is one of those fights that have the potential to be one of the greatest fights.
Yeah, Joey B from the Item. He said Crawford, right, Terrence? Right, Pedro?
Yes.
He said Crawford, but he was another, and Joey, he was on the fence too.
Yeah,
He was like,
how could you bet against Crawford?
It's tough.
You can't. You can't. He did everything he said he was going to do all the time. Every time he steps in the ring, he does what he says he's going to do. I'm not betting against Crawford, but my man though, Canelo though, if he catches Crawford, bro, because I keep having this dream. Right? Yo, I swear, I keep having this dream, yo. Y'all think I'm joking. That Crawford gets knocked out.
oh man.
Like Martin.
Yo, he gets knocked out. He does. No. It's like cold. Like,
Oh, okay.
they gotta.
Yeah. Who you got in this one?
Crawford, man.
Yeah, I got Crawford.
Come on, brother.
Let me ask you something.
What's up?
What do you think is gonna be the major factor on why Crawford wins?
Speed and agility, and him avoiding most of Canelo's power punches.
All right, me and Pedro was talking about that earlier. Now, there's multiple ways to avoid power. You know that, right? So me and Pedro was talking earlier. Let me tell you, I think you're right. Speed is going to play a factor in suppressing Canelo's power. But I don't think it's going to be the movement.
Okay.
You know what I think it's going to be?
Lean, okay.
Up close.
Yep.
Because that's how you suppress power.
Yeah.
If you fight inside, right?
Yep.
That takes some of the power off. Canelo, he might connect, but it ain't going to be
no
like...
momentum. There's no
It ain't going to be the mid-range
Yeah.
power. And think about this. How many people fought Canelo inside?
I don't think they have the confidence to fight him inside. Because you said they already lost, but they got in there, so they're not
That's
even
what I'm
going to
trying
try
to
to
tell
take
you,
it there.
man.
Now, question, I'll be honest, I respect everybody gets in the ring, but like, a lot of these guys mentally tough. Because you gotta be
lot of them
kind of
are.
mentally weak to already lose before you get in the ring. You get what I'm saying? Like, you're physically tough, but are you mentally tough? Because there's no reason why you should lose the fight mentally before you even walk in there.
I mean,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah, I agree with you.
Like,
But not everybody does. But that's what makes Crawford.
yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Like, I don't think Spence went into the Crawford fight thinking he was going to lose to Crawford, but he got his butt kicked. Do you
I don't think he
understand
thought
what
he was
I'm
gonna
saying?
whoop him though. I think Spence is probably gonna, if he did beat Crawford, it was gonna be a hard fight.
Not the way he was talking.
I mean, anybody talks
You're right.
for the ratings.
See? So how do you, right, you get what I'm saying? So how do you differentiate?
Right.
Because right now, I mean, Crawford's been the same. He turns it on. Right now, he's smiling. Everything's laughing and joking. Come Saturday, the weigh-in, you won't see one smile on Terrence's face. Watch what I tell you.
Pedro, what are your thoughts on this one, Pedro?
I mean, over the years, I've watched Terrence Crawford, destroy opponents. But I tell you, what impresses me about him is that he's extremely confident.
He's smart.
You know what I mean? Like, he's very, very confident about himself, about his abilities. Win, lose, or draw, I'm going for Terrence Crawford, even if he gets knocked out. Kudos for him to actually stepping up 2 weight classes. To me, that's like, it's huge. And like you said, Todd, a lot of guys are mentally weak because they give Canelo too much respect.
Yeah.
I mean, we talk about a fight. There's no
Exactly.
There's no like smiling and like joking. Like one of the weakest dudes that I've ever seen was Jaime Munguia. I mean, you should have seen what he did with Canelo. I mean, he just
Not me. The weakest dude I seen is the dude that walked out of the ring. Remember that?
Well, he didn't get paid prior to the fight. So I would have done the same thing too.
Oh, they tried to jerk him?
This dude walked out. They rang the bell. He took a look
Oh,
at
you
it.
talking about? I remember that. I remember that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that. It was like, nope. Like ran for Friday. Nope.
Jegba. It was against a Jegba. I would have did the same thing. That boy big.
I have,
You don't pay people, then all good. You gotta pay
I
people.
have Crawford winning,
A decision.
decision, convincingly.
All right, let me ask you a question, Pete. Right? Now, what if Canelo knocks out Crawford? Does he get the same credit that you would give Crawford for beating Canelo?
Well, what I've learned throughout the years, I know people make a lot of excuses, but to me it's more like, once they put a man in front of you, I don't give a damn, how tall you are, how big, you're a man.
Once he steps in that ring. Yep.
That means that Canelo did his thing.
Yep. All right, good.
Same thing.
That's all I want to know. That's all I want to know. Right. So it's the same. Because to me, if Canelo knocked Crawford out, I'm giving Canelo all kind of respect,
That's
bro.
it. Then what does it have to do? Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Because I know how great Terrence Crawford really is, bro.
Yeah.
That Terrence Crawford is great,
Remember
bro.
real quick, the moment. Remember the moment is a factor too. That can actually, make you like weak sometimes because of the pressure of the moment. So sometimes that's why I give it to me one of the all-time great or the best in that capacity, Floyd Money Mayweather.
Under the lights.
That's right.
Under the lights. He's the best under the lights. The best.
Well, and real quick, I'm sorry guys.
Yeah.
Real quick, breaking news: Isaac Pitbull Cruz against Lamar Roach for the zone.
Ooh. When's this happen?
Whoa.
This happened like an hour ago. I saw it.
No, but did they already schedule when it's gonna happen?
December?
That's a
I
good
didn't
one.
see it, but at least
That's
the
a
deal's
good
done.
one.
Wow. Oh.
That's dope.
I'll be honest, all these fights nowadays should be good fights if you want to keep these fans engaged.
Wait, you said it was his own?
Per the zone.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's Turkey.
Yep.
They're gonna make these guys fight each other.
Yeah,
And I'm here
yeah.
for it.
And Javante,
Me too.
you need to go ahead and make that Shakur one, because nobody's
it
trying to
did-
see you fight Ryan Garcia.
Ryan Garcia.
Again?
Ryan Garcia, that's the next thing they trying to do with Tank?
Again?
No. I haven't heard about that. No.
I hope not.
No, I know he did Jake Paul things off.
I hope so.
Know why? No state would sanction it because of the weight difference.
Thank God.
Atlanta said, Georgia said, hell no.
And they're sick of Jake Paul, to be real.
Yeah.
They don't want him.
But he's appealing it.
He's appealing it.
People want to see Tank and Shakur.
That's it.
That's people want to see.
After we see Canelo and
Yo,
Crawford,
but why don't
Tank
Jake
and
Paul
Shakur.
just actually turn into an actual pro?
he is.
I mean like a real pro. I don't mean
Or a promoter.
I don't mean like celebrity pro. I mean
He wants to go for the belt.
No, I mean like he needs to fight some real tune-ups, some guys that can
Right.
give a run for his money. Not just over
to
the
be
hill.
honest, they said that was going to happen after they beat the what's his name, Chavez Jr.
He says that every time.
I know.
And he's some over the hill UFC guys, some that don't even have hands.
He should
some
just-
over the hill boxers. It's like, bro, why don't
I
you
want
fight
to see him
somebody?
fight Andre Ward.
He should just
Fight somebody that can you run for your money or
Fight
knock
Andre
you out.
Ward right now.
To show you-
he should be a promoter.
I respect that too. I respect that too
Yeah, he already is.
No, but then just
for other boxers.
you should just go on,
Because
because you making a mockery of that.
at some point it's gonna dry up.
He owns MVP.
Okay.
He owns that.
All right.
He owns that promotional company.
All right. I'm just saying at some point that his little whatever he's doing is gonna dry up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
More reason why he should go that promoter route.
He's like the Weird Al Yankovic of boxing, bro. Even Weird Al's music dried up after a while.
Yeah, they love this guy, Jake Paul. I don't even know what they like about him. But I'll tell you this, he can punch.
Bro, what do you think? He's an ex-Disney guy. And he's
He was on
mediocre.
Disney? He was on Disney?
Yeah.
See, I didn't even know
He's
that.
a TV guy. And he's,
I just thought he was YouTube.
and he's mediocre.
Right. Yeah,
So of course they're gonna.
he got what they say, what's my man say? The complexion for the reflection or something. No, what did he say? Oh, the complexion for the protection.
You know? Because all they see is a reflection.
Yeah.
He got the complexion for the protection. That's that boy, Ak.
Oh, man.
Sorry,
Hey,
Ak, I
man.
took that.
Yeah, we got highlights, we got interviews, man.
I got Crawford, by the way, if I didn't say it.
Everybody here got Crawford. Everybody here. Pedro
Yo,
got Crawford.
Tune in.
Pedro, you got Crawford, right? Oh, he went.
Although,
Yeah, he got the door.
Yeah, the doorbell.
All right, we got highlights. We got a bunch of stuff. St. John's Prep and Springfield Central played probably
What a game.
What a game.
What a game.
36-35 final score. Going for the 2 to end
Quarterback,
it.
you gonna show that right now?
Like I said, you're gonna show the highlights. Like I said, I'm never betting against Coach St. Pierre in
Yeah.
the games, man. He's proven that. And then Classical versus Lawrence and Salem versus Kip, and then we got top 10 plays. And yeah, check this out. We're gonna come back and we're gonna wrap things up here for you folks. All right, Coach. First game of the season, new football season. Your guys came out here and really, they really showed some perseverance in that second half after Belmont took that lead. I mean, what can you say about your team's performance today?
Yeah, I told them after the game, right? It wasn't pretty. It was ugly at times, but we persevered. We made plays when we have to, and our guys definitely stepped up, which is always what we want to do. We're super young. We got a bunch of freshmen and sophomores across the board, so they kind of grew up tonight, which is nice to see. And then our studs were studs when we needed them.
Defensively, what did you guys do to slow them down?
So we did a great job. Coach Denise got those guys rocking and rolling. It's just alignment and assignment. So we tell them alignment, assignment, technique. When they are good with that, we have a bunch of athletes that are athletic, physical, running to the football with bad intentions. So I think they had a great game plan. Number 9 is a great player. But I like our guys against anyone. They did a great job running to the football, great technique, great communication. Those guys were on the same page throughout the entire game, and that was one of the best defensive games I think we've had since I've been here.
Actually, your offense picked it up in that second half. It was a slow first half. First drive, you guys came all the way down the field. It was, got stopped. But then the second half, the running game really started working. And then, the big pass play that really put you guys over the top.
Yep. So we always want to establish a run first. So first half, we were kind of just like figuring out. Communication wasn't there. Our eyes weren't great on the offensive line. But in second half, I told them we're going to run the football. So Wes and Austin did a great job reading the holes, being patient. Our guys did a great job of communicating, getting to the second level in the second half. And when we can, run the football consistently, now our big plays will happen in the pass game. So we did a good job of balancing the game plan. I think Ryan settled down at quarterback in the second half, and we did a really good job of just playing complementary football.
Congratulations over, Coach.
Thank you, appreciate it.
Coach, you guys pulled it off. Early on it was slow. I mean, offensively, it didn't get as much as you wanted, but you got enough late in that second half. I mean, what can you say about your team today? Gutsy win.
Yeah, I mean, I think they're resilient. I think they play hard, and I'll give them that. They never quit, and I thought our defense played really well, except for a few things. I think they wore us down a little bit in the second half. Stopping the run was important. They got to that in the second half, but too many mental errors on offense, not enough blocking up front. We got a lot of things to work on. But it's a win. We're happy about the win, but we got a lot to work on.
Yeah. What can you say about your defense? They gave a couple plays here. They started running the ball, but you guys were able to buckle down and get some stops when you needed, and also the kick return that pretty much changed the momentum for you guys to get.
Donald just made a good play on that one, found a hole, and was able to break a tackle and get to the edge. Defense made some plays there. I mean, they made plays all game. They really played well. We just made too many mental errors. We got to be more consistent and not up and down as we are on offense, and we got to find a rhythm. And we'll go back to work this week and try and figure it out. But if you play for 48 minutes and then you get an extra possession at the end, you never know what play is going to be it. They hung in there, and then Tommy gave us a big play at the end to seal it.
How do wins like this kind of help a team later on in the season, knowing that you guys are able to buckle down in close games like this?
Yeah. I said this last week. It was a close game last week, and the kids never gave up. They fight hard. We just got to not maybe put ourselves in that position. We're leaving yards out there. We're leaving points out there. And, hopefully they can learn from this film. We all can learn and come back next. We got a bye week, so that helps us.
All right, Coach, congrats on the win.
All right, thank you.
All right, Coach, you guys set the tone early on the opening drive. You guys it was a bunch of run plays and Elvis 50 yards down the sideline, and your defense throughout the game, minus the third quarter, but throughout the game, shut them out three out of 4 quarters. Just overall team performance. What can you say about them today?
Yeah, I mean, I think to win football games, you have to have complementary football, right? If you have a great offense, but your defense lags behind, you're not going to have success. So I really felt like special teams, we had a couple hiccups on some of those kick returns, but at the end of the day, I really felt we played complementary football. When we had some offensive setbacks, our defense stepped up. When our defense maybe didn't do so well, our offense responded, right? So those are the types of things I like to see in a team, especially this early, right? Their ability to respond on both sides of the ball.
Yeah, definitely. And also, they took the lead, but you guys didn't waver. Then they got the ball back with momentum. Seemed like momentum going their way, and you guys get the turnover and capitalize on the turnover. You started the second half capitalizing on the turnover. Right? Just how important is that you guys capitalize on the turnovers by getting points?
Yeah. So I always say, right, there are going to be events that happen in a game all the time. And sometimes they're really big events, right? When they score and they go up, right? And that's in this game when we were going into half up, that's a big event, right? And unfortunately with a lot of teams, a lot of times your response isn't big enough, right? And I really felt like today they understood the severity of the situation they were in, and their response really kind of was in line with the event, right? So that turnover was key. And then once we had the turnover, right, everybody understood the assignments, right? We need to control the ball, and we need to we need to be physical and keep the ball on the plus side of the field, right? So I really felt, really excited about the guys because, like anything, when you go into a football season, right, you got 9 months of investment, right? They're in the weight room, they're working their tails off. You're telling them to run through brick walls and do all this stuff. And to really build that trust, right, you have to have some results. And I think today they saw multiple times some results throughout that game that reinforced that the things we're doing are going to help us be successful this season.
All right, Coach, congratulations on the win and good luck the rest
Appreciate
of the way.
it. Thank you. Thanks.
Wes, man, first of all, just talk about your team's performance today, especially on the defensive side of the ball. How were you guys able just to slow them down?
Our main goal going to this game was dominant and violence. We wanted to hit them hard first play, make them scared, and honestly, I think we achieved that. They couldn't really run the ball.
They had those 2 big plays, the big run and then the kick return, but besides that, you guys really limited them on big plays. How were you guys just able to limit that aspect of the game? Excuse me.
So we watched film before a game day, and our main thing is film. Our main thing in film was do not let 9 escape with the ball. Yes, it happens sometimes, but we trapped 9, and us trapping 9 basically locked them down for the rest of the game.
You guys went to that run game in the second half, that third and fourth quarter. You had that big 51-yard touchdown run when you broke the tackle. How key was that in wearing them down because you guys were able to run the clock out to close out the game?
In that moment, I just knew I had to score because I stabbed them right in the chest, right there. They couldn't do anything after that one. And then my boy Caden Fuba, number 2, made a play. And that was it. That was a nail in the coffin.
How does this help you guys? Use a start like this to help you guys as you guys move forward into it's a long season.
It gets the ball rolling. I mean, just one win doesn't mean we're gonna win the next game, but we're coming to next week ready and prepared.
All right, man. Congrats on the win.
Thank you.
All right, man, you guys had to make some big plays in that second half when it seemed like they were going to take the lead and try to pull away. How were you guys able to just stay composed in this situation and walk me through that last play?
Well, it's not easy, I'll tell you, but I think we go through a lot of stuff in practice throughout the week, and we have faith in everyone on that D, and we know that no matter who it is, big time plays are going to happen.
Yeah, Brady came in. What kind of boost did he give you guys?
It's funny, like Brady, he just came to LaSalle this year, transferred in, and he's a dog, I love Sam Perry too, but both of them, I think we got 2 of the best two of the best quarterbacks in Rhode Island.
Yeah, definitely. How much emotion are you feeling right now making that big play and able for you guys to go back to Rhode Island with the win?
There was about 5 minutes I couldn't get a word out. I mean, I'm so excited.
All right, man. Congrats on the win.
Thank you.
All right, man, you guys, season opener, a little late start, but you guys came out here, got the road victory. You set the tone early on with that 50-yard touchdown run. So just walk me through that first possession for you guys.
I feel like coming into today, we had high intensity. Since last year when they beat us in our house, we wanted this game really bad, and we were that run, man. I seen the outside open. Number 4 was not catching up with me, so I just bolted up the sideline, scored that touchdown,
Defensively, Calvin, you had 2 interceptions, big interceptions. That last one really was like the deal breaker that sealed the win for you guys, man. Just, how big was that, and how big was your defense all game today?
I feel like our defense was pretty big, pretty good. We were all, being guys, being downhill, being tough, just doing what we need to do to get the win.
Yeah, what kind of tone does this set for you guys, to start the season on the road, to win it the way you guys did? It seemed like you guys, besides that third quarter when they scored 14 points, it seemed like you guys really dominated and slowed them down, slowed their offense down.
I feel like one thing we have with our defense is high intensity, high energy, and one thing we live by with our defense is no feelings. So even when we were down, we were ready to go, and we just believed in ourselves, and we knew we were going to come out with the win.
All right, fellas. When they tied that game up, when they took that lead, what went through you guys' minds? You guys were able to bounce back. Can you guys just talk about the way you guys bounced back on that after they took the lead?
When they took the lead, like I said, we didn't put our heads down. We knew that we were going to pound the ball down their throat, get open, hit our targets, and yeah, man, we got back in the end zone, had a time.
All right, fellas, congrats on the win and good luck the rest of the way.
Thank you.
It's time for the top 10 plays from week 1 of the high school football season. At number 10, we head over to Boston College High, where the Eagles and LaSalle Academy went into overtime. And in overtime, Thomas Welsh picked off Liam Polis to give the visiting Rams the 22-15 victory. At number 9, we go to Danvers, where St. John's Prep down 1 goes for 2, and running back Jordan Toribio punches it in to give the Eagles the 36-35 victory over Springfield Central. At number 8, we head over to Manning Field, where Salem running back Alvis Espinal takes the carry and he hits the sideline and he goes 51 yards to the end zone, which is would win this one, 21-14. At number 7, it is Waltham running back Wes O'Connor who takes the carry and he breaks free from a few would-be tacklers and he's off to the races as he goes in the end zone for a 51-yard touchdown run, and the Hawks win over Belmont. At number 6, we go back to Manning Field, where Kip Academy quarterback Eli Machado drops back and he heaves it down the field to wide open John Ortiz, who goes in for the 60-yard touchdown for the Panthers. At number 5, we go back to St. John's Prep, where Springfield Central quarterback Jared Stain, he scrambles and he heaves it to a wide open Isaiah Rogers, who does the rest as he runs in for a 57-yard touchdown. At number 4, we are back at Manning Field. This time it's Lynn English versus Marblehead, and Marblehead quarterback Finn Gallup tosses it to Owen Coyne on the short pass, and he does the rest as he finds his way in the end zone for a 60-yard touchdown reception. Marblehead wins this one. At number 3, we are back in Belmont, and this time it is Belmont quarterback Casey Reagan who is scrambling, eludes one tackler, cuts back, he finds the edge, and he gets himself a couple blocks down the field, and he is off to the races for a 77-yard touchdown run for the Marauders. At number 2, we are back at Manning Field. This time it is St. Mary's against Swampscott, and St. Mary's linebacker Hajan Parent picks off the pass from the Swampscott QB and he takes it all the way to the end zone for the Spartans touchdown. And at number 1, once again, it is Belmont quarterback Casey Reagan. This time it's him as a kick returner. He takes the bounce, he makes one cut, he hits the corner, he runs away from a plethora of defenders, and he gets himself into the end zone for a Marauders touchdown. All right, folks, we are back. Convos y'all will never hear.
Even though y'all should.
Yeah, things y'all need.
So if Mook ever wants to release it on YouTube, I'm gladly promoting it.
I'm down to have some of those conversations.
Yeah, I'll have them with any public figure.
Maybe we have the phone open right here, line open.
That's a wrap for this one, folks. I mean, Stevie will be back next week to talk about the results.
For sure.
You know, we always have to have him to talk about the results.
Hopefully I don't have a sad face, because that means my dream came true. If y'all see me with a sad face, that means my dream came true, y'all.
We got to get out of here. First off, I want to wish my brother a happy birthday. It's his birthday tomorrow, and he's getting married.
My man?
Sunday.
Oh, Nandu?
Yeah.
Happy birthday,
not Johnny.
Oh, Johnny's my dog. I was like, get married. That ain't Johnny. Johnny ain't getting married.
It's a chocolate one.
Oh, okay,
Nandu was my guy.
Happy
right
birthday, Nandu. But yo, Johnny, I was saying get married. Yeah, that's my dog.
He look like he married.
He's working out now, though.
Yeah,
He's out to work out. Johnny, I got your back, fam. I got your back.
Some high school sports quickly. St. Mary's boys and girls soccer teams won the city championship last week.
Oh, nice.
St. Mary's boys opened the season up with a win over Swampscott. Lynn English boys lost to Marblehead. Lynn Tech opens their season this Friday, taking on Malden. Kip Academy lost to Salem.
What?
Lynn Classical lost to Lawrence in overtime. And this week, there's games at Manning Field, 2 on Friday. St. Mary's and Kip starts it off at 4:30. Don't ask me why so early. And then Lynn Tech, 7:30, taking on.
I might go to that Kip game. I can make that
Who's
one.
Tech playing?
Tech is playing Malden. That game is at 7 o'clock. Lynn English is on the road.
Soccer or football?
It's football.
Is Kip good this year?
It should be.
Them losing is not something I'm usually hearing
They should be.
in football.
Oh, I know.
Yeah, football, that's their
They
thing.
should be. English is at Swampscott. Lynn Classical is at Everett. I'll be at BC High again for New England Football Journal, covering there against Central Catholic. Yeah. Make sure
I'm
y'all.
gonna go to that Kip for St. Mary's on Friday,
that's the first
4:30.
game. Yeah,
I can stay right now and train kids later, so yeah, I can do that for
I'm
an
gonna go
hour.
in there, set up at like 3 before I head to Boston. So,
My man Rowe. My man Rowe on St. Mary's.
Yeah.
yeah, he's gonna play. He's gonna have to play quarterback because their quarterback got injured.
Yo, Rowe.
But they're gonna run. But he's
Bus,
gonna run it.
yo, BTA. BTA. Them Kit boys.
We out of here.
All right.
Yeah, it's a 4:30.